Good evening, Music City Kings fans from Whites Creek High School in Whites Creek, Tennessee, a suburb just north of the great Music City. You have tuned in to Music City Kings basketball. I'm Dr. Steve. She is Mrs. Steve. She's in your eyes and I'm in your ears tonight as June is heating up. We're going to be in the hundreds this week in Nashville, and it's already in the 150s in the gym here tonight. It is once again like the southernest of the southern states, kind of hot in here, but the Kings are excited coming off of a big win against their crosstown rivals, Trained to Eat. I screwed that up a few weeks ago when they played. I said trying to eat. Their name is Trained to Eat, TTE. But tonight, Nashville plays a sixsome from Minneapolis-St. Paul, the MSP Pride, who come all the way down from Minnesota. The PBA, much higher order league than any we've been in prior to this, and the teams are traveling like pro teams are expected to travel. The Kings are suiting up 13 players tonight. I talked with the MSP coach for a little bit before the game. He was going over the roster with me, and I said, you're going with 6? And he said, yeah, that's all we need. No lack of confidence for the MSP Pride. And I will say this, just standing on the floor looking across at the team, they are some big guys. MSP, one of the top teams in the PBA, particularly in our division this year. So this will give the Kings about all they can handle this game, and this team will. The Kings going with a big lineup on the floor. Tereus Clemens will be joining Big Thomas Smith. The forecourt is rounded out by Justin Wilburn. In the backcourt, we'll have KB, Kenneth Beard, and one half of the Jolly Rogers combination, Derek Jolly. You will not be able to see the scoreboard. We're in a different gymnasium within the high school tonight because the floor is being redone. Not redone, heck. It's being replaced in the big gym. So we're in the small gym, no scoreboard. L.A. Allen Rogers running the score clock. I'll have to kind of look across Mrs. Steve over to L.A. in order to see the score, as it's only on his phone. Figure that out. Kings lost the initial tip-off, but they've gotten the ball back, and Derek Jolly tries to put him on the board. Can't do it. Thomas Smith follows up with the rebound, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. We'll see who the foul is on in a second. Foul is on number 34, Sean Hampton. I'll just very quickly go over the entire MSP roster. Dominique Williams is number 1, Ishmael Nance number 2. Smith hits the first free throw in the meantime. Number 4 is Justin Thurman. Number 7 is Dwayne Martin Jr. 34, the fouler, Sean Hampton. And Vince Martin is number 21. Music City got that rebound, kicked the ball up to three-point land. Ball rimmed out. It's brought back by MSP, and they're calling the foul. Foul, I believe, is on number 7. My mistake. The foul was on number 10, Derek Jolly. Jolly's first foul of the game. Dominique Williams hits the first free throw, tying the score at 1. This sounds like a baseball game. And now it's 2-1. Long single. Scored the runner from third base. Williams leading all scorers with 2 points. Down into the paint. KB, Kenneth Beard, and Beard nails the layup in the land of the trees. Music City takes a 3-2 lead. That ball is shot up by Martin Jr. It's short. Music City in the transition to Jolly. 3, rims it out. Wilburn, rebound, up and over the rim, off of Williams on MSP. So Music City will retain control of the ball. 3-2 if you're just joining us. We're very early. Tip-off was on time tonight at 6 o'clock. That doesn't happen often in my history with the Kings, so good on everybody for being assembled and ready to rock and roll. Clemens takes the inbound up high, setting up the offense, getting a pick from Smith. Alley-oop to Jolly, who can't put the ball in. He found himself a little too far under the basket. Hit the bottom of the rim. Coach Matt yelling encouragement to his players, and in the meantime, Minneapolis St. Paul throws an errant pass out of bounds, and Music City takes over on the unforced error. Wilburn and Beard bringing the ball up. KB crosses the timeline. He's got Williams on him. Over to Wilburn, baseline. Wilburn bounce pass to Jolly. Far side now to Beard. Beard to the free throw line. Smith had that smacked out of his hands by Martin Jr. Long outlet pass to Nance, and he puts it in. Nice move by Nance and good ball movement by the Pride. Far side, Jolly looking to heat up. Jolly's got the shooter's touch. Hasn't hit one today yet for Nashville. Thomas Smith, though. Nice turnaround jumper in the paint for Smith. And Music City goes up 5-4. Long three-pointer in and out. Sean Hampton can't hit it. Here comes KB. Smith with his arm up. Wanted that inlet pass. Went to Clemens, to Smith, back to Clemens. Top of the circle. Over to the slot, gets it to Smith. Good hands by Smith. Baseline short, nobody home but Pride. Up the near side, the Pride on the counterpunch. Martin took on Clemens, didn't hit the first shot, got his own rebound and hit the follow-up. Big Q ready to check in for Nashville. Sharkese Buchanan. Long three, in and out. Beard thought he had it. Beard clapping his hands in frustration, but down on the counterattack is Williams. Kicks it out to Nance. MSP assembles their offense. Music City fanning out on defense. It goes Hampton. Back to Nance. Nance in the paint, fouled by, I believe it's going to go on Thomas Smith. We'll see the official call in a second here. 17 is the call. Smith with his first foul of the evening. Coach Matt calling a couple players over while Nance gets ready to shoot his deuce. Nance on the board with 2 points already. MSP up 6-5 early, and Nance misses the first freebie. We'll take those. Q checks in for Smith. One big man for another. Jamel Grant comes in for Derek Jolly. So 4 fresh legs on the floor for Coach Matt and the Kings as Nance prepares to take shot number 2. Nice touch on that one. Nance jumps out to the scoring lead for the Pride. He's got 3. Pride up 7-5. Little razzle-dazzle. Nice inbound inlet pass from Wilborn to Q. Q tried to put it up, but he was stuffed. What a defensive play by Martin Jr. Nance tried a little razzle-dazzle, couldn't lay it in. That was a finger roll. You don't see those real often. He was not successful. Q threw a pick for Clemens, got the ball to Grant. Grant goes through his legs, mishandles it for a second, but recovers right away. Beard calling the play up. Or they're calling out for a relatively underrated Pixar film. Oh, Beard from the free throw line, can't nail it. Grabs his own rebound, puts it off somebody's foot. I swore that went off Williams' foot. Oh, the 2 referees confer. The ref that was farther from the play said it went off of Beard's foot. Honestly, I didn't see which foot it went off of. Long 3 turnaround jumper for Justin Thurman. Coach Matt complaining that people need to box out. The Kings do on defense. Another rim. The Pride haven't really found their shooter's touch yet either. Neither team shooting a real high percentage thus far. Beard, unencumbered. Beard with a nice move slashing through the paint, and he's got 4 tonight. Music City ties the score at 7, and here comes Williams. That was off his own shin. We'll see if the refs get this one right. I saw that one pretty clearly. Williams trying to sell it to the ref. I don't think the ref... Oh, the ref did buy it. I swore that went off his shin. All right, inbound pass to Martin Jr. Kicks it out to Nance. Long 3, well short. Looked like Beard had his back climbed up, but no call. Hampton got away with some physicality under the basket with that one. Either way, MSP inbounding from under their own basket. Out to Martin Jr. Q with a quick slap on defense. Music City focusing on defense this week. So far, they've held MSP to a low score. Clemens with a nice rebound. So that shot kind of bounces past the back of the rim. Clemens lost the dribble on his own, ends up in the second row of fans. Clemens is too tall of a man to end up in the first row. Timeout by who? Media timeout. I guess that means we're supposed to run a commercial, and we can, and it can be yours. If you would like to sponsor Music City Kings basketball, get in touch with team owner, founder, and the last guy out of the gym every time this team gets together, one of the hardest working men in basketball, Big Tony Johnson. You can get in touch with him through the Facebook page, Music City Kings Minor League Basketball, and inquire about sponsorship opportunities, both here in the gym and during the broadcasts. 7-7, 2:47 remaining in the first quarter. I have been forgetting to give you all updates on the clock. I lost track of the fact that neither you nor I can see the clock. I've got to kind of move away from the mic and lean around Mrs. Steve to see it. But that's what we've got. 2:47 remaining, 7-7. Low-scoring game compared to some of the Kings contests in the past few years. Williams all the way down. Beard did not give an inch. Q was able to get his hand on it. Long pass to Clemens. Backwards pass to Grant. Oh, but he couldn't put it down. What a razzle-dazzle. Clemens to Grant, and a foul. Grant will go to the line to shoot two. Foul is on number 2, Ishmael Nance. And Jamel looking for his first point of the afternoon/evening. Grant, nothing but net on that first shot. Music City squeaks out to a lead, 8-7, a remarkably low-scoring first quarter. Grant puts up number 2 and drops it. Nice to see Music City hitting 2 for 2 from the line. They've struggled from the foul line the last couple 3 games. Williams on Beard. That three-pointer was from the locker room. Rebound, Jamel Grant. Grant brings it up. Nice little pick by Q. Grant couldn't get it past the fast hands of Williams, who slaps it out of bounds. Oh, they're saying that's out on Grant. Some dubious calls by the referees on these out-of-bounds plays. Nance tries to come in. Grant, boy, you could hear him punch that ball. It sounded like a fist on an inner tube. I thought that was all ball. The ref said Grant got a little bit of, I guess, hand with it. It certainly wasn't body. Eric Brody getting ready to check into the game, and he comes in post-haste, taking Justin Wilburn's position. Brody and Beard in the backcourt. Clemens and Grant in the forecourt. Q under the basket. Q lost track of Dwayne Martin Jr., who was wide open just to the diagonal of the basket. He had no problem putting that ball in. Music City finds themselves in another tie, 9-9. Beard through the legs, razzle-dazzle on Williams. Beard lost the handle, picked up by Nance. Coach Matt wants a call on that one. Long three by Williams. I don't believe either team has hit a three yet. Picked up by Hampton. Hampton can't hit. Beard has that rebound. And he slows things down. Thomas Smith getting ready to check in. Beard with the first three of the night. KB with 7. Joining Thomas Smith is Carl Dorsey in front of the scores table. They'll come in at the next stoppage. Nance, Brody stopped him in his tracks. Nice D by Eric Brody. Behind the pack pass into Hampton. Hampton can't do it. Music City, more defense. Here comes Brody in transition. To Grant! Brody to Grant to the bottom of the net. Jamel Grant brings the crowd to their feet with a slam dunk. I'll give you the score in a second. That's thrown wildly out of bounds by the Pride. Music City's jumped out with 5 unanswered points, 14-9 in favor of the Kings. 16 seconds to go. Music City will play for the last shot as Beard hits Grant crossing the timeline. Grant, no look pass. That went right into a wicket of Pride. Carl tried to get that ball. Everybody running on the floor, calling timeout. It sounds like a jump ball might have been called before the timeout went into effect. We'll see what they do. Oh, time ran out. All right, the first quarter has ended. I'll just repeat again. The teams look a little confused because the scoreboard is not operational. It's being kept at the scorer's table, which isn't always readily visible to the players on the floor. All right. So no damage at the end of that quarter. Music City takes a 14-9 lead into the bench, I suppose. Coach Matt has his team around, giving everyone a pep talk. KB with a 3 and a big slam dunk by Grant were the big plays toward the end of the first quarter. My score sheet being checked over for accuracy. As I'm guessing it's not my score sheet. It's the scoreboard is being checked for accuracy against my score sheet. Oh, it's 14-10? Oh, yeah. 14-9 as the DJ fires up the slow grooves as it is ladies' choice out on the dance floor. We need the disco ball to drop and some spotlights being put on. All right, Music City breaks the huddle. They are going to begin the second quarter with Eric Brody and KB in the backcourt. We've got Carl Dorsey and Jamel Grant in the forecourt, and Thomas Smith replaces Q. Charquise Buchanan under the basket. When we last left our heroes, there was a jump ball situation, but that was erased with the elapsing of time in quarter number 1. And Music City will inbound the ball to begin quarter number 2. KB crosses the timeline, takes a look around. Music City hesitates for a second. Brody all alone in the corner. Three-pointer hits the bottom of the net. Brody's first bucket of the night results in a tray. Nice shot by Brody. Grant got picked. Nice job by Martin Jr., but Grant stays with his man. Nance couldn't get away from him. Vince Martin with Smith all over him. Smith with fast hands knocks down that pass, put his hand in the passing lane and knocked it out of bounds. Ruins the momentum for MSP. I will remind everyone, too, that's a backcourt violation for MSP. Once you cross that center court line, you can't go back. There is a 24-second shot clock in this league, but we have absolutely no way of monitoring that from the angle we're on. So we'll just assume that unless there's a whistle, everything is copacetic. Grant with a 3. Music City heating up from the three-point line. Grant and Beard with 7 points each. Nance comes down. Beard all over him. Smith up in the air, landed on top of him almost. Nance took one for the team as he gave a pony ride to Thomas Smith. Not a shooting foul. So it's inbounded up to Sean Hampton. Gets it around to Martin Jr., and that pass is picked. Thomas Smith with those soft hands. Got it to Brody. I guess they called a foul on that play. That looked clean to us, but not to the referee. Martin Jr. with his first foul of the night sends Eric Brody to the line to shoot 2. All right, back at Whites Creek High School. We're coming back a little hot here. Sorry about that. One of my cords turned one of the knobs. Dr. Steve and Mrs. Steve, Whites Creek High School. I do have a bit of egg on my face and want to make a scoring correction. I don't know why when Jay Lockett was on the floor, I assumed he was number 54. I didn't even look. I have reconciled my score sheet with the official scorekeeper. And let me divide Jamel Grant and Jay Lockett out here. Instead of Grant having 12, Lockett has 10 and Grant has 2. So my apologies to Lockett. He's got the funky pink shoes on. I'm not going to miss him again. Oh, my word. The scorekeeper has also reconciled the scoreboard as it is 46-31, and we're underway in the second half. Long three. I think that was Nance. I was looking down at my feet to make sure I didn't kick a cord. I'm going to give it to Nance. And it is 46-34. Thomas Smith with the ball just above the free throw line. Put it on the floor, took a hop, a skip, a jump, and put it to the bottom of the net. Smith has 5 on the night. And we go to 14-point lead for the Kings, 48-34. Speaking of 34, Sean Hampton was the ball carrier as I was speaking. Nance, another 3, got a little over his skis on that one, didn't put it down. Rebound by Martin Jr., who thought he had an easy lay-in but missed. Tereus Clemens with the ball for the Kings, crosses the timeline. We got Clemens and Smith joining Justin Wilburn in the forecourt. Jolly and Beard in the backcourt. Behind the back pass, Smith started running with it before he had the handle. MSP on the counter punch. Somehow that ball didn't go out of bounds. It danced along the sideline like Andre Bad Moon Rising. There's a reference for those of you that are probably not old enough to get the reference. From the baseline, nice shot by Justin Thurman. He runs his point total up to 5. 48-36, 12-point lead for the Kings, and Beard slows things down. Smith tried to pick Williams. Williams went right around him. Beard tried to throw a little touch pass to Smith, but that got knocked out of his hand. And on the other end, Clemens stuffs Williams. Big rejection by Clemens, and Wilburn is on the baseline. Reverse layup, it goes in. Justin Wilburn, he's got 5 on the night. Nice little reverse layup for Wilburn, taking on the bigger men on the baseline. Williams tried an inlet pass that was picked by Smith. Smith dumps it for Beard, cross court to Jolly. Jolly far side into the paint to Smith. Rhythm dribble and layup, it goes. Smith runs his total up to 7. Alan Rogers keeping score and eating an entire buffet at the scorer's table. 50-36. Music City in transition. Beard tried to save it. Tried dotting the I like Haywood Jeffries. Another reference that is going to be too old for anyone that didn't watch the Houston Oilers circa 1985. 7:22 remaining in the third quarter. Everyone's trying to settle things down. Minneapolis crosses the timeline. Jermel McIntosh finds his first action of the game. Boy, that ball was way short, but Hampton plucked it out of the air and just kind of threw a little layup over his head. Cutting the lead to 12, 50-38. Jolly, 3. Front of the rim. McIntosh flying through the air. Wow, he got stuffed. Nice defense by Martin Jr. Dwayne Martin got his hand on that ball and stopped Jermel in midair. Martin tries for the layup on the other end, and McIntosh returned the favor. Jermel New York McIntosh. Beard loses the ball as he's driving toward the basket. That went out of bounds on one of the Pride. Beard steps across the baseline to inbound it. Smith, near side, 3. Nothing but net. Thomas Smith, 10 points as he is in double digits. 53-38. Music City needed that basket to stop the momentum of the Pride. Nance Looked like he took a whole bunch of steps there. The ball got trapped against his chest. They're calling the foul on Justin Wilburn. That's his second of the evening. They're saying Nance was in the act of shooting, and he will go to the line to shoot two. 6:05 remaining in the third. Nance puts it up and in. Nance now tied for the team lead with Sean Hampton, both men having 9 points. 53-39 and 40. 53-40, Nance hits both of his free throws. He's now leading the men in orange with 10 points. Music City assembles their offense. Derek Jolly playing the point. Brings it in, sees Dwayne Martin. Martin's got about 8 inches on Jolly and ends up with the ball. Martin's got the wingspan of a condor. I meant the airplane, not the bird. Nice play by Williams to get it around Thomas Smith, but Smith comes through and smacks that ball out of Nance's hands while Nance was shooting. Nance had no idea Smith was charging at him, and as he pulled the ball back in the cocked position, Smith just swatted it away. Big miss by MSP, and Beard with the rebound. As he crosses the timeline, Williams stands him up, and Beard gets his hand under the ball. Referee calls a carry, and MSP takes over. Williams inbounds the ball to Martin Jr., back to Williams. Beard almost got a hand on that. Williams threw it over the backboard. Foul was called. Who's the foul on? Foul on Thomas Smith. Smith's got 3 tonight. That puts Williams at the line to shoot 2. Williams misses the first one. Looked like he might have rushed that one up there. 53-40. Music City with the lead. Williams missed both. Did us a favor. Beard with another rebound. Foul on Dominique Williams on MSP. And Music City will inbound the ball. McIntosh steps out of bounds to throw it in. I would venture a guess. I don't keep track of rebounds, but I would bet Kenneth Beard is leading the Kings in rebounds. Smith turnaround jumper short. Wilburn flying through to grab that one. Justin Wilburn with 7. Wow. You saw one hand rise up above the forest, and it was number 25. Nance on Wilburn, runs into Beard, almost lost it. All alone for a second under the basket was Hampton. He kicked it out to Thurman, who missed the 3 from the corner. Here comes Music City. McIntosh off the backboard and in. Jermel is on the board. McIntosh with his first deuce, and Music City's got all the momentum. Kick out to Hampton. Long 3. Nice shot by Hampton. He's now leading MSP with 12. Derek Jolly crosses the timeline. Music City is up 14. We're about down to 4 minutes to play in the third. Smith, top of the 3. That was just a bit short. And making his way into the game is Dwight Lawrence, number 21, seeing his first action of the evening. Lawrence, McIntosh, Wilburn, Jolly, and Smith. Williams into the paint, and immediately Lawrence makes a difference. Lawrence with the block on Williams. The ball went off, or out of bounds, off of Lawrence's hands. And Thurman, long inbound pass to Martin. Martin, side of the rim, rebound Wilburn. Up to Smith, back to Lawrence, and in. Smith to Lawrence to the bottom of the net. Dwight Lawrence making a huge impact with fresh legs off the bench. Foul is being called, I think, on Nance for Minnesota. MSP, I should say. Well, no. Did they call Jolly on that one? I guess they did. Jolly with his second foul. MSP, the Pride, inbounds the ball. Nance brings it up the far sideline. Over to Hampton. Back of the rim. McIntosh skies for that one. Here comes New York to Lawrence. 3. Lawrence is on fire as Dwight hits 2 in a row. He's got 5. Here come the Pride, back of the backboard. I guess off the backboard. Vince Martin runs his total up to 6. 62 to 45. My mistake, to 43. Jolly fakes the shot. In and out, rebound. Lord, the smallest man on the floor ended up with that defensive rebound. Out to Jermel, he can't hit. Smith bounced it up to himself, but got it taken. He got his pocket picked by Williams. Williams to Martin. Martin was defended by Jolly, who committed that foul. Jolly's given up a lot of size to Martin. He did all he could. He had his hands full, and he committed the foul. 62-45, 2:10 remaining in the third quarter. And Martin to shoot 2. Martin hits the first one. 62-46. And 47, Martin hits both of his free throws and cuts the Music City lead to 15. Buchanan getting ready to check back into the game. Lawrence crosses the timeline. Williams all over him. Lawrence finds Jolly on the near side. Lockett getting ready to check in. Not Grant, but Lockett, the pink shoes. Tipped it off. Off the front of the rim. Rebound by Martin, who almost had it taken out of his hands. Up to Hampton, and Hampton with a 3. Nice shot by Hampton, as he is well in the scoring lead for MSP with 15. Pride pulled to within 12, 62-50. We're at 2 minutes even to play. Smith looks like he got fouled by number 2. Nance with the foul on Smith. All right, Q and Jay Lockett check back into the game. Media time out. And I will say again, we could be running your spot with either a live read or a pre-recorded commercial. Get in touch with Tony Johnson, the team owner, through the Facebook page, Music City Kings Minor League Basketball, and he can talk you through sponsorship opportunities as Music City continues through their inaugural season in the PBA. They will be home against Knoxville next Saturday. If the schedule holds out, sometimes teams have issues pop up and are not able to travel. As it stands, we're going to rejoin you next Saturday from right here in Whites Creek, Tennessee, as we try to gain revenge against a Knoxville team that barely beat us in Knoxville earlier this year. That broadcast is available on the YouTube channel. If memory serves, we lost by 4 points in a game that Music City might have been kind of nervous playing. That was our first PBA game ever. They did everything they could do and walked away with their dignity. It was a good game. Knoxville coming to town next week, and we'll see how it goes. Come on down to Whites Creek High School. Nothing more fun than Music City Kings basketball. All right, 1:55 to go in the third quarter as we return to live action. The Pride trying to claw back from a deficit that's been pretty significant for most of the game. McIntosh into Q. Q fakes. Nice little fake by Q to get Martin off his feet, and Buchanan has 4 points. Nance, other side. Brody with the defense. Might have hit the baseline, and it did. Music City, that's been a couple of times where they fought each other to their own detriment. Inbound pass. Wow. Vince Martin, nobody picked him up in the paint. He grabbed the inbound pass, didn't even put it on the floor, just threw it up and in. Lawrence lost the handle on the ball, but it bounced right into the breadbasket of Buchanan. Here comes McIntosh. Baseline in. McIntosh with a power move on the baseline, and he's got 4 on the night. Nance, other end. He's got McIntosh on him. Little touch pass. Nice job. It went into Martin, who missed the turnaround, but my mistake. Brody on the rebound. Brody knocks it down, and Brody quietly has had 11 points tonight. Double digits for Eric Brody. Nance far side. McIntosh picks him up. Lance picks up his dribble, throws a laser beam off the back of the rim. Long pass to Lawrence. He had Brody, but he took the three and he put it in. He put it in. Dwight Lawrence on fire. I don't think he's missed from the field. He's got 8 tonight, and we have a stoppage. 71-52, 19-point lead for Music City. Referee blew the whistle so that they'd have an opportunity to dry the floor. 28 seconds left, and I swear to you, it is Jamel Grant coming into the game. Buchanan, stepping gingerly, comes off the floor. Grant will take over under the basket. Now, I don't know how I would have handled this in the first half because Grant and Lockett are both on the floor at the same time. Behind the back, I think they're going to call Lawrence for that one. Did they call 5? Oh, 20. Okay, they did call Lawrence. Dwight Lawrence with his first foul, sending Martin to the free throw line to complete the three-point play. The basket did count, incidentally, and Martin does hit it. Nice job by Vince Martin. He pulls them to within 16, 71-55 with time running out. Brody into the paint. Over a much bigger man, can't hit it though. Kiss the glass, put it long. Here comes Williams for MSP. Oh, what a no-look pass to Martin. Martin runs himself up to 15. 9 seconds left in the quarter. We'll give you the score as soon as time runs out. Lawrence, McIntosh, 3. No good. That'll do it. Music City takes a 71-57 lead into the third quarter break. So a 14-point lead by Music City. They've dominated the last 2 PBA games. That Knoxville game was closer than it should have been. Actually, they've dominated. Well, now I'm getting myself confused. I'll have to go back on the YouTube channel and check myself. Be sure to hit the subscribe bell so you are alerted to future Music City Kings games being broadcast live and also archived for you to go back and watch all the action. 10 more minutes of basketball remaining. It's been a fairly clean game. Coach Matt has had moments of frustration with the referees, but in general, there's been a flow. And I know the players would rather have a game where the clock is running than a game that has way too many stoppages. It gets distracting and gets the players out of rhythm. I've mentioned that the Pride only brought 6 players with them. They're playing us this evening at 6. Tomorrow at noon, they are playing the other Nashville team, Train to Eat, TTE. The Train to Eat coach is here on site scouting MSP. The Pride are big, which is both a blessing and a curse. They wear down a bit faster than the smaller, quicker guys. It is a warm night. The gym has cooled off a bit since the game started. I don't know how that works because I don't believe the air conditioning is on, but it is more comfortable than it was an hour and a half ago. All right. Jay Lockett will inbound the ball. He sends it around to Dwight Lawrence, who has Williams all over him. Williams has some legs. Lawrence gets a pick from Smith, pulls up on the three-point line and misses. Williams ends up on his wallet, and he is being called for the block. Williams with 3 fouls on himself, and Music City will take over, actually maintain possession. Lockett steps out of bounds to inbound the ball. Boy, I cannot apologize enough to the family and friends of Jay Lockett, as I was calling him Jamel Grant for most of the game. Not this half. Smith misses, Lockett misses. MSP with the ball. How did Lawrence come up with that ball? And he put it in! Dwight Lawrence, easily 8 or 9 inches shorter, ended up with that ball and then put it in. But on the other end, Vince Martin lays it in to steal some of the momentum from the Kings. Boy, the Pride needed that shot from Martin. Brody's got Nance all over him. Gets a half-hearted pick from Smith. It ends up working because Nance kind of tripped over everybody's feet going through. In the meantime, Sean Hampton is called for a foul. Hampton smiling in disbelief. And that sends Brody to the line to shoot 2. Brody's got 11 tonight, looking to run his point total to lucky 13. 73-59, still a 14-point lead. 9:05 remaining in the game. Brody hits his first free throw. He's got 12. And he hits them both. Boy, Music City on the free throw line, way better tonight than at any other game I've seen. Nice concentration by the Kings. Martin Jr., long three, rainbow, and put it in. 11 points for Dwayne Martin Jr. I don't know what just happened. Music City throwing a lead pass to nobody. It was picked easily by MSP, who threw it down to Dominique Williams, who hadn't made his way back yet, and Williams got an easy deuce. A miss by Music City, and another shot by the Pride, but they can't hit it. That was Martin trying it. Smith runs it down, outlet to Brody, can't hit the three. Smith on the offensive rebound, and he put it in. Smith's got 12 on the night. Game is getting a little sloppy. I think MSP is starting to run out of gas. Music City is running up and down the floor right now. Here come the Pride. Martin Jr. Oh, nice shot by Hampton. Hampton with a tray. That cuts the lead to 10, 77-67. Under 8 minutes to play in the game. Lockett with Hampton all over him. Lockett kicks it to Smith, over to Brody from the corner, way short. Martin had it knocked out of his hands, but all alone on the other end is Hampton, who can't hit the undefended shot. Lockett just carried the ball, double dribbled the ball, traveled the ball. You can call it any one of the three. Looks like Lockett was about to make a pass and then changed his mind mid-pass. Jolly and Beard enter the game. Brody and Lawrence take a seat as Coach Matt changes out the backcourt for some fresh legs. Grant and Lockett are still on the floor. Long shot, that didn't hit anything. Beard, instead of trying to grab it, did the smart thing and just let it bounce out of bounds. So on the turnover, Music City brings it up. Williams defending KB. Beard crosses the timeline, dribbles it into himself, and out of bounds. Referee says no foul. Beard crossed himself up, and it was out of bounds on White. So MSP in. Williams and Beard continue to exchange some shoulders and forearms. Out to Nance. Nance back to Hampton. Hampton can't hit. Rebound, Thomas Smith. Under 7 minutes to play as Beard crosses up onto Williams. Nice pass to Jolly, can't hit the layup. Jolly was well defended, actually. That ball goes off a King. I think it was Lockett that got a hand on it. Thomas Smith chased down the loose ball, was trying to dribble it up. Nance knocked it out of his hands and out of bounds. Music City with the ball. Still 77-67, 6:41 remaining in the game. KB doing a little chatting on the sideline, but inbounds the ball to Lockett. Lockett, Smith, Clemens has made his way into the game. Number 7, Tereus Clemens makes his first appearance in a while. Lockett, razzle-dazzle to Smith. Lockett to Smith to the bottom of the net. Thomas has 14. Quickly down the other side, Dwayne Martin Jr. with Jolly all over him. He ain't feeling no joy. Jolly, fast hands, has him trapped and forces the turnover. Derek Jolly on D. Alley-oop to Lockett, and that one gets slammed home. Jay Lockett's got a dozen. Other direction, Martin Jr., a hurried three, no way. Jolly with the defensive rebound. Here come the Kings. Jolly, underhand layup, can't put it in. Rebound, Dwayne Martin Jr. Jr. kicks it out to Martin. Oh, they got two Martins on the team, Vince Martin and Dwayne Martin Jr. I don't know why I haven't noticed that yet. That's on me. KB around Williams into the paint, got stripped by Martin, but someone's getting called. That is a foul on Dominique Williams. That's 4 on Williams. 81-67. Music City has regained the 14-point lead they had at the end of the third quarter. They were up 71-57. Beard to the line to shoot 2. Just under 5.5 minutes to play in the game. Music City's been in control of this game pretty much wire to wire. KB hits the first, and Carl Dorsey checks into the game. Dorsey, Clemens, Jolly Beard, and Jay Lockett. Beard, second shot, in, out, out. Lockett tried for that one. He thought he might have saved it to Clemens. The whistle did blow. I think Lockett either stepped on the baseline or the ball had already bounced out of bounds. Either way, MSP brings the ball down on the far baseline or the far sideline. That one gets smacked by Dorsey, I believe, out of bounds. MSP inbounds. Hampton baseline tries to muscle it in. The defense turned him away once, but Hampton grabbed his own rebound, and he's got 20. 20 for the big man from Minneapolis. Jolly, nobody on him. He took a rhythm dribble, but missed the three. Rebound, Vince Martin, number 21. Martin Jr. around Clemens. Nice move by Dwayne Martin Jr. He's got 13. Jolly bringing the ball in, crossing the timeline. 82-71, about 4:40 remaining in the game. Jolly taking a look. Clemens over to Lockett. Lockett three, off the rim, rebound Williams. Williams is coming hot. Up to Nance. Nance gets around Lockett. Oh, that ball rolled in and out. Here comes Music City. Lockett, Jolly, Lockett, another alley-oop. Jolly to Lockett to the bottom of the net. Lockett's got 14. Lockett is in rhythm tonight. Nance decides to slam one home in retaliation. 84-73 as the teams are like two heavyweight fighters exchanging roundhouse haymakers. Jolly's got Nance on him. Dorsey with a pick. Jolly thought he had it back of the rim. Here it comes all the way down. Jolly had to commit the foul on Vince Martin to prevent the basket. 4 on Jolly. Martin was going to stroll in, probably slam dunk it. Jolly made sure he's going to earn his 2 points. That sends Martin to the free throw line. 3:45 remaining. Music City nursing an 11-point lead. Now it's 10. Vince Martin runs his total up to 18. Justin Wilburn checking into the game will replace Jay Lockett. I'm still irritated at my misnomer between Lockett and Grant. That can't happen. Jermel McIntosh getting ready to check into the game. Martin hits both free throws. Clemens grabs it, steps out of bounds, and inbounds the ball to Wilburn. Wilburn has Hampton up in his grill as he crosses the timeline. He's out near side, working the perimeter to Clemens up high. Clemens has Beard to his left, Wilburn to his right. Dorsey taking his place, just kind of drifting through the lane. Wilburn up high, Hampton on him. Wilburn runs it in, runs into Vince Martin, throws it up and in. Nice shot by Wilburn. He didn't have a lot of options, so he just scored. Over to Martin Jr., long shot, no way. Rebound by Beard is about the opposite of the round mound of rebound. He is the slick and sleen. I don't even know if sleen's a word. Mrs. Steve shaking her head. Has that I just bit into a lemon look. On the miss, Clemens to Dorsey. Dorsey gets his own rebound and puts it home. Carl Dorsey with 4 points. Music City's lead is a lucky 13, and here comes Nance. Another slam dunk as Nance is allowed to walk right down the middle of the paint and slam it home. 2.5 minutes to play. Wilburn, Jolly for 3. Jolly took a look, doesn't like what he sees with regard to the offensive configuration. Fakes it left, goes right, and slams it home. Derek Jolly. Is this correct? Are those his first 2 points of the night? Holy smokes. Jolly, I believe, has led the team in scoring or been close to the top in every other game. Wilburn all over Nance, who's able to get it to Williams. That hit the top of the backboard. I guess the ref said play on. Dwayne Martin Jr. grabbed it and put it home. 90-79. Music City with an 11-point lead, and time is not in the favor of the Pride. Almost down to 1.5 minutes. Here comes Vince Martin. That looked like Jolly got all ball, but that is 5 fouls on Derek Jolly. That one looked pretty clean. The ref had a good view of it, though. My view was slightly obscured as you see a billboard named Thomas Smith standing in front of us. All right, Martin to the line. He's shooting 2. Martin hits the first one. Martin has hit the last several of his free throws. MSP's coach calls timeout. So with 1:32 remaining, Music City's lead has been cut to 10, 90-80. The Pride trying to get some momentum. Whenever they start to make a comeback, Music City makes a big play that energizes the entire team. Jay Lockett with 2 huge alley-oop slam dunks, assists by Derek Jolly. Jolly seems disappointed in that foul call as he sits on the bench. Coach Matt getting his team ready for the last 92 seconds of basketball. And we have some upbeat music playing. Always fun to learn new words with some of the songs we hear at the Music City Kings games. Young Austin, son of Big Tony Johnson, goes dancing across our field of vision. Austin is one happy kid. The Music City Kings are a family in almost every sense of that word. A lot of team cohesiveness. Coach Matt doing a good job putting yeoman's work into the downtime between games as he scouts the other teams and puts together game plans. All right, Vince Martin to the line to shoot the last of his 2. He hit the first one, if you recall. 10-point lead for the Kings. Stays 10. Big rebound by Thomas Smith. Smith bounce pass to Dorsey. Dorsey puts it in. The Kings, believe it or not, needed that. That runs their lead to 12, and we're under 1.5 minutes to play. Williams to Martin Jr. to Hampton. Long 3 back of the rim. Smith with another defensive rebound. Smith has been big in the 4th quarter. Smith is big anyway. Smith and Beard, the lion's share of the rebounds on both ends of the floor, and here they're working together. Smith, Beard to New York, Jermel. Oh, nice move. McIntosh with a little twist, and he puts down his 6th point of the night. Martin Jr., nice shot. That was 3. Let's catch up on the scoring. 94-83. 36 seconds remaining. MSP's got some momentum here, but they just don't have enough time to make this any more than a close game. Williams, 3, no way, and Smith with the rebound. That's probably going to do it. Well, no, looks like MSP, because of the shot clock, will have at least one more possession. 25 seconds left. Wilburn, another 3. Oh, nothing but net for Wilburn. He's got 12, and that'll do it. 10 seconds to go. Nance, see what Nance wants to do, if they're going to shoot or just hang on to the ball. Martin Jr. to Hampton. That goes, and that's it. Music City, who led by double digits through most of the game, finishes strong and completes the win against the MSP Pride, Minneapolis St. Paul Pride, as the team from Minnesota comes down and loses the first game of their weekend. They'll take on the Nashville TTE tomorrow at noon. Tune into the TTE's channel for that game. Kings are rolling after losing the first game of the PBA season. They've won 3 straight. SQ Buchanan gives me a fist bump on his way by. Almost knocked me off my feet. Until next Saturday, when Knoxville comes to town, this is Dr. Steve for Mrs. Steve saying thanks for watching. Refer a friend to Music City Kings basketball and hit the subscribe button. You don't want to miss a minute of the action as we keep on rolling. Have a good week, everybody. We'll talk to you next Saturday.